name is Jolino, and today I will discuss how to derive the formula of a trapezoid from the formula of the area of a parallelogram and a rectangle. So first I'd like to discuss the area formulas of both a parallelogram and a rectangle. Take this parallelogram for example. It has a base of 3 units and a height of 4 units. If I were to solve this area problem, I would find the area, which is 3 times 4, or base times height, and I would get the total area of 12 units squared. So now I would like to show you something really interesting. So if I were to cut this parallelogram in half with these two triangles and move it into a rectangle like this, notice how that rectangle still has a base of 3 units and a height of 4 units. That is exactly why the area formula of a parallelogram and a rectangle are exactly the same, base times height. Next, I would like to discuss how we can use the area formula of a parallelogram that we just discussed to find the area of a trapezoid. So take this trapezoid for example. We all know that the area formula of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. So this trapezoid would have a base 1, its base 1 would be 3 units, and base 2 would be 7 units, and it would have a height of 3 units. And now I'd like to show you something that's also really interesting. So if I were to take this trapezoid and flip it around and place it right next to this trapezoid, notice how it becomes a large parallelogram. And this is because if I were to find the area of this entire large parallelogram, I would use the area formula base times height. But notice how the base of the parallelogram is 3 plus 7, which is base 1 plus base 2. But since I'm finding the area of a trapezoid, not a parallelogram, I would have to do base 1 plus base 2 times height, then divided by 2, since the entire area of this parallelogram is actually 2 times of the same trapezoid. So after what we just discussed, the two formulas, the two area formulas, one area formula for the parallelogram and the other area formula for the trapezoid. And we can use these two formulas and apply it to real-life situations like this golf course. So we can use these two formulas to find the area of this fairway between two streams on this golf course. And I'd like to show you 2 different ways on how to solve this problem. So the first way I try and solve this problem is by splitting this figure into 2 parts. This part of the fairway is a trapezoid, since it only has 1 pair of parallel lines. In this section of the fairway, however, it has 2 pairs of parallel lines, so this one is a parallelogram. So I would use the area formulas that we just talked about to try and figure out the total area of this entire fairway. So the first thing I would do is find the area of this parallelogram. I will use the area formula base times height that we just talked about, and the base of this parallelogram is 40 yards, and the height of this parallelogram is 30 yards. And if I did the math, it would be 1,200 yards squared in total. So the next thing I would do would be find the area of this trapezoid. And I would do that by using the area formula base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2, since as we just talked about, the trapezoid is only half the area of a parallelogram. So if I were to do the math, the answer that I would get would be 2,200 yards squared. So after finding out the area of both these sections, I would add them together to find the total area, which is 3,400 yards squared. Another way that I would solve this problem is by dividing the shape into a large trapezoid and a parallelogram, or as we will call it, a square. And I would solve it a similar way to the previous way that we did it, which was to find the area of the trapezoid and to find the area of both parts, and then add them together to find the total area. So I would find the area of this trapezoid, and its base 1 is 40 plus 40, which is 80 yards, and base 2 will be 40 yards, and its height is 30. So 80 plus 40 times 30 divided by 2 would be 1800 units. Next, I would find the area of this rectangle or square, and I would do it as base times height, which is 40 yards times 40 yards, which is 1600 yards. So I will add these two sections together, 1,800 yards and 1,600 yards, and then I would find the total area, which is 3,400 yards squared. Now we all know that math problems can always be solved in more than one way. So for this math problem, I decided to show you two other ways that we could find the total area of the square. One would be with a big triangle, a small triangle, and a square. And another one would be this large rectangle plus this triangle. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.